Hey guys, I want to talk about this episode, why you should run a Kickstarter, what are the benefits of it, and why you should always run one when you release a new album. Let's do this.
I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base.
So hey, I got an email from a student who just got my music marketing and promotions guide. If you haven't got that, go to smartmusicbusiness.com/book. Okay, get that and you can download that with the course. And in there, I talk about a 4-phase strategy for hitting the Billboard charts. And part of the strategy, or the very beginning of the strategy, is to run a Kickstarter. And I guess he was a little confused. He's like, well, why? How does that help? Why doing a Kickstarter? How does that help me hit the Billboard charts? And the reason it helps you hit the Billboard charts is because all those sales you get on the Kickstarter, they don't normally include the bundles. Okay, so you really want to encourage the digital download or the CD sale, or just really push that. Those numbers go towards your first week sales. So whoever streamed your album the first week, whoever bought it on iTunes, streamed it on Amazon, etc., the first week numbers, which are normally reported on a Friday, okay, they come out on a Friday, but you have until Thursday night, I think it is at midnight, to get as many sales as possible in a whole week. So if you're, say for instance, your album came out Friday, June 7th, okay, you have until, I guess, Thursday, June 13th to get as many sales and streams as your album as possible to go towards you hitting the charts. And obviously, the more sales you have, the higher you can go up in the charts. Now, with the Kickstarter thing, you can submit those numbers with your UPC code to Nielsen SoundScan, and those numbers that you made on the Kickstarter can go towards your first week's numbers, which boost you up in the charts, okay, so that you get a higher chart position. And I've been doing this for the last couple albums, and it's worked just tremendously in helping hitting the charts, hitting the Heat Seekers chart and all that stuff. But the 4-phase strategy, and this is why you need to get the book. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com/book. Go get it. But the 4-phase strategy is first the Kickstarter, then you go into a pre-order on iTunes, then it's release day, okay? And pre-order on iTunes, I should say it's also pre-save on Spotify and promoting it on all the channels you possibly can that go towards the Billboard charts, okay? And the main ones are obviously Spotify and iTunes, Apple Music, etc., okay? So, you want to push the crap out of that pre-save. And I know, okay, and I talk about this in the course, in the book. I know you're going to be exhausted from the Kickstarter, but you can't stop, and you need to push even harder for the pre-order, okay? Because you push the Kickstarter, get all those sales, then you do the pre-order, you probably release a single, but then the day comes when the album comes out, then you got to push as hard as you possibly can on that day and the night leading up to it, okay? But then now, even once that first day is done, now you got to keep pushing for another 6 days. And it would be that following Wednesday that if you've gotten enough sales, enough streams, of your music, you'll get an email saying, hey, you're possibly going to hit the Billboard charts, and we need, this information from you and whatnot, just in case you hit the charts. And that's an awesome email to get, because it means most likely you're going to hit it, and that gives you a really good reason to really push your fans to say, hey, dude, guys, we're going to hit the charts. Help us do it, and then you just get that more support behind you to do that. And so that's really the strategy for doing that, and why a Kickstarter is so important. And not only to hit the charts, but to fund your record, And I said this so many times, the average person will spend way more on a Kickstarter than they will on just a regular CD or download. Do you want a 0.007 cents download and put all the effort to tell people about the same amount of effort to promote your music to get them to listen to it or to stream it or to download for 0.007 cents from Spotify or $1 from iTunes? It's the exact same amount of effort that it takes to get them to go to your Kickstarter. and potentially buy a $50 package or a $100 package. Okay? And you got to understand, your friends, your family, your fans especially will want to support you. And if you put together cool packages and a good reason why. But the problem is that we're scared, right? That's why you haven't done it. You're scared of failure. You're scared of it not working out and you're not raising the money. And trust me, I have been there, and it's scary and it's not fun, but you got to do it anyways. And because, or you're just going to wonder what if for the rest of your life, or you can step out in faith and do it. Okay? And those that step out are the ones that do the best. I messed around with that stupid pledge music because of fear instead of faith so many times. But then the one time I go Kickstarter and I do it, I raise more money than I ever have on any other platform. In fact, I think on the one Kickstarter, I raised more than like 2 or 3 pledge music campaigns together. And that's because Kickstarter is either fly or die, baby. You either get the money or you don't. And so, that's why you got to go all out and just go for it, okay? Because people like to see the number. They like to be involved and know what they're giving towards so that you can help you hit that goal, right? So anyways, I hope that helps. Get that book, smartmusicbusiness.com/book. You can download that and watch the video course immediately. And it's only, I think, $5. Okay, and you get the PDF and you get the course and everything that goes with it, the audio, and it'll really help you out. And just make a plan for your music. If you don't plan, you plan to fail. All right, and I'm literally just about to go through this right now. I'm really trying to plan when I'm going to do my Kickstarter, because it's going to take an enormous amount of energy and effort to get it happening. So I'm trying to decide to wait till, as I'm recording this, I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to do it in July or August. And that's something that's on my list after I record this podcast and go for a walk. But look, sit in front of your calendar and put some dates down. Look at it, strategize where the album's coming out, when you need to get the artwork done, when merch is going to get done. Do you still need to write more songs, studio, etc.? And always give yourself some extra room, because things take time and stuff happens. And from my experience, the album doesn't even have to be done for you to start your Kickstarter. But just remember, if you got a lot going on, you want to make sure you block off some time to really focus on the Kickstarter, because it does take an enormous amount of energy and effort. And honestly, every time I do a Kickstarter, and I'm just being honest, I'm always like, oh my gosh, I'm glad this is over, or I'm never going to do one again until the next album, because it is a lot of work with the shipping and signing and all that stuff, and just trying to push it, because one thing you gotta sell it all. The second is, then you got to fulfill it, right? And if you get, hundreds of orders, it's like you realize, dang, dude, you and the post office become best friends. So anyways, have an awesome day, and never give up.
So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full-time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media, or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students and I coach them and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career, and now I want to coach other artists. Check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.